Well, a warm Monday welcome to you all. Another cast for you all, Bitpoint Academy versus LeMagicians. I am Speed. What? Just a moment. Very sorry about that one. My desk just decided to fall apart. The game should be starting really soon. I've already had confirmed that the live game's already begun. First map for you all today, we've got Train, followed by Cash, and if we need it for the decider, it's going to be Inferno. Little thing to point out as well is we do have a stand-in for Bitpoint Academy. Vex is going to be filling in from the main team. So, other than that though, we're going to see the 4 Bitpoint Academy players and LeMagicians with your current lineup. The one to watch, Exertion. The entire reason they are where they are right now. Doing a really great job in their previous game and pushing it through for them. Looks like we are about ready to transfer over. As warm up now, just about to end. So, underweight pistol round in this playoffs game, Bitpoint Academy versus LeMagicians. It's going to be LeMagicians to start out on the T side. So we see a bit of a slow start to this one. Both teams probably going to use this to size each other up. They've not had a chance to play each other yet, and on top of that as well, probably don't know too much about each other. Quite an even matchup, but LeMagicians just look so strong. They're a team which can come back from some of the hardest and improbable scorelines, and we're pushing out already. Kerem's found himself too. He's looking for more. That's just going to leave Caruzi on his own for LeMagicians, and he's not going to be able to take down JSH, and Bitpoint Academy going to find their first round in this fixture, 1-0. We are underway already, and they're going to take advantage of that one. We're going to see FAMAS UMPs coming out, and looks like LeMagicians CZs coming out for them. One player going with the Glock, and we've got a couple of Deagles, so we'll see if we can get any cheeky Deagle shots coming out. But Bitpoint Academy looking really strong there, defending that one quite well when that B push came out. And Caruzi not quite able to find that early Deagle kill. Might have given his team some chance in this second round. It's JSH. He's on the lurk, and he could drop on these two players if he's quick. There's a small chance he could find it. It looks like we are going to see an A-take coming out from LeMagicians at the moment. A couple of players have made their way into drop. Flash comes out, and so we begin with this push. JSH has been waiting there all round, and he's managed to find himself a frag. Finds himself a second one as well. It's going well so far. Caruzi, though, manages to find the Deagle kill. That's going to be a 3 versus 2 situation. Bitpoint Academy possibly could lose this round 2 versus 2. Caruzi almost able to find himself yet another one. Vex is going to clean it up, and that puts Exertion last alive. Kerem's to clean it up. Got a little scary there for Bitpoint Academy, but they're going to take the round in the end. 2 up to them at the moment. It's going to make them feel a little bit more confident. LeMagicians going to have to go for that 3rd round eco now. I suggest Bitpoint Academy are a sensible team. They should be able to withstand this one out. I suggest they're not the type of team to lose to Glocks, but you've seen it happen. Kerem finds himself quite a few here. Could find the ace. 1 more to go, and they might just let him have it. It looks like Vex might get it. Swinging around the side. He's not going to give him it. Vex to find the final one. Kerem finds himself 4 eco frags. That's 3 rounds now to Bitpoint Academy, as we see LeMagicians now able to put up their first buy of the game. Almost able to find something there as Nelly spamming through that smoke. We already see 2 LeMagicians players go down here at the moment. This is an exertion. LeMagicians now having to completely rethink their tactics here. 3 alive as they make their way over towards the B site. Only Kerem on site to defend it. If they decide to push, Vex is going to have to make a quick rotation round if he's going to have any chance of backing him up immediately. If he can get that Molotov out, that should slow it down as 49 seconds remaining on the clock. LeMagician's going to have to make a push at some point here. Vex on site to help. Does he see the head of Tavish there? Not quite sure. Definitely should have done there. Looks like Milky's also going to come round. 30 seconds now on the clock. Kerem's going to decide to put that Molotov down. That's going to delay things even more. LeMagician's not going to have a lot of time here if they're going to want to make this play onto the B site. Looking really good at the moment for Bitpoint Academy. Kerem finds himself one onto Naily and almost able to find the second one. Does a little bit of damage onto the player. Not able to fully take him down. Vex is going to find himself the last kill. And that's 4 rounds now to Bitpoint Academy. Looking really good at the moment if you're following Bitpoint Academy. That's going to put LeMagicians in a bit of a tricky situation money-wise. They might just go for pistols or possibly SMGs. Looks like they are going to go for a little bit of pistols, but other than that, not too much investment into this round. Bitpoint Academy should be taking their 5th as well. Alex needs to be careful here. It's quite a grouping of LeMagicians players and he's only got himself an AWP. Could find himself getting overrun. This nade though. That's going to do quite a lot of damage. 3 players hit. Alex finds himself one. Just like I said, he's going to find himself caught out in the end though. JSH has found himself in a good position though to see over the smoke and able to find himself a couple there. Exertion and Tavish going to be last alive for this LeMagician side. Alex goes down in the fray there. And JSX should have seen the bomb there. Tavish going to be last alive for his side. He's got himself an AWP. I'd suggest he's probably going to want to just try and bring that through into the next round though. He looks to be making his way possibly over towards B. Kerem should be able to hear this and both of these players surely must have heard each other at this point and somehow Kerem comes out on top there. Oh, it's Josh. Oh, tell him he's missing a no then. So we are going to see the Magicians able to pull out some weapons here. Tavish is going to have an AWP. Save it from last round and ALX. Definitely seen a bit of a slow start to this one, but advantage already to Bitpoint in terms of man advantage. 4 players up at the moment for the LeMagician side, and Caruzi's got to be careful here. Going to have himself a fight with Milky, and it's going to be Milky to win it. Really not looking good at the moment for LeMagicians. Exertion's going to find himself one. There's more for him to find. We've seen what this type of player can do. He's able to find frags, but not this time. Tavish, last alive again, goes down in the end. Milky to find the kill with the nade. Bitpoint Academy at the moment, 6-2-0. That being said, don't count this one out just yet. We've seen LeMagicians, they can come back from deficits. So definitely not worth catching them out just sort of taking them out of this fight just yet. Looks like we are going to see some AK-47s coming out at the moment. Tavish going to take himself a deagle. Dixie should also be able to buy himself up if he wants to. It is worth mentioning at the moment the scoreboard at the moment not looking too pretty for LeMagicians. Dixie's yet to get on the board in terms of kills. Niley and Tavish yet to find anything in terms of substantial fragging. Both of them with 1 kill at the moment. We are going to go straight back into it at the moment. So early in the round, Kerem's going to go down. He's got to be careful when he finds himself one in the end. He's going to spam through the smoke, going to do a little bit of damage. And only 3 players up at the moment for Bitpoint Academy. It's been going so well for them so far. An exertion, what was that? Straight through the smoke. Niley's going to spot 2 players. Able to get 1 down, should have found himself more. Josh going to be the last standing for Bitpoint Academy, and I suggest it's only going to be a matter of time. Finds himself Niley, goes and in the end to Carusi. It's 6-1, so that LeMagicians comeback could be on the cards potentially. This is Bitpoint Academy's chance to shut that down really early on into this fixture. The round 3 versus 2 though. Bitpoint Academy still have the advantage here. Milky's going to get taken down though. That's going to even things up. Alex to make sure that we're staying somewhat on target here for a Bitpoint win, and it's going to be all on Carusi now. 1 versus 2 for him. Finds himself 1. Just needs to find Carusi now. Kerem, sorry, and he's not able to in the end. Goes down. Bitpoint Academy back on track. Round 9 at the moment. Bitpoint Academy leading by 6 rounds. Having a really great start to this one. Train definitely looking like a map they've spent some time on, doing some practice. The fact that having to play with a substitute really isn't showing at the moment. And Alex needs to be careful. A lot of players over towards Ivy. Could find himself overrun. We've seen this play before. Dixie's in that usual situation. That smoke comes over and that might just signal some kind of push here. But Alex, going to get that Molotov down. That's going to just slow down these players just for a short period of time. That flash is going to do wonders for Alex. Finds himself 3. Just needs to find himself 1 more. Exertion. Finding himself on backlines here. Just stall the confusion, but it's going to be Milky to clean it up for his side. I think we'll turn that off. There we go. And we're now going into round 10. Slow start at the moment into round 10. We've not seen early picks like we have done in previous rounds. Josh might be the first to go searching. Just be careful. Tavish was boosted up there. Did he just see the elbow in there? Not too sure. Managed to find Carusi though. Milky gonna find the first kill of the round. Bitpoint need to be careful here. They might be getting a little bit too aggressive here. These players could find themselves caught out. Flash might come in for him to be able to move through this ball. He needs to be so careful. Molotov effects could do wonders here, slowing these players down. It looks like they are going to move through it. Keep finding that one. 1 versus 2. Make that 1 versus 1. Tavish last up for his side. Might just get picked up from Milky here if he peeks him correctly. Tavish now has got it all to do. Needs to be so careful. Just about spots. Well, you thought he was going to spot Milky. Maybe not. Possibly playing sort of maybe a 4x3 situation going on there. Didn't manage to spot the player in the end. Goes down. Bitpoint Academy. Yet another round looking so dominant at the moment in this game. Tavish only finding himself 1 frag so far. Just been absolutely shut down. Alex unlucky not to find a frag there in the end. Milky could be called in to get a couple of frags here if this push comes out for LeMagicians. Finding themselves gravitating towards A site at the moment. Looks like we might just see LeMagicians take a U-turn on this plan, maybe go for the B site. Needs to be careful because Kerem 11 and 3 at the moment, top of the scoreboard. This guy's been on fire, and they need to be extremely careful of him. LeMagicians with pistols at the moment. Dixis at the moment. Kerem somehow manages to find a frag and through the wall as well onto Carusi. And this nade as well is going to do quite some damage. Dixie's going down to 20 HP after that. Just enough time of finding some frags now over to A. Looks like Exertion getting a little bit aggressive. Find himself on the final saturate now. Vex able to find 2 frags, not able to transfer that over into a third. Tavish to be the last to go down for LeMagicians. Bitpoint Academy on their 10th round. Oh, and just to react to something that chat said, it was through the smoke but through a wall as well. It was a wallbang kill. You've got to be more observant. Really making that place his own at the moment. Great positioning to be able to get up there and find that frag. Well, didn't expect Kerem to go down there. Manages to get on the end of an AUG bullet. And at the moment, it looks like the LeMagicians might go for a B take here. Dixie's to clear Vex off that B site, and now we're seeing Milky and Alex rotating round. Bomb is going to go down though. 2 versus 3 for Bitpoint Academy on the retake at the moment. Go where Dixie's is at the moment. Great play to find a kill. Manages to find it well flashed. That's going to leave it all up to Alex at the moment, who's probably just going to try and save this AWP into the next round. Won't be too much of a poor round if you're following Bitpoint at the moment. It's going to give LeMagicians their 2nd round, but probably going to be Bitpoint Academy with all the confidence at the moment. Oh, and Alex even finding a kill at the almost the very last frame there. Carusi to go down. Might not have even realised it until he's noticed he doesn't have a weapon. That's gonna mean his yeah. I don't think he realised. He was starting to walk out of the area and then noticed that he doesn't have the AK-47. Josh burning alive, down to 37 HP. Fortunately, I have the movement to totally avoid that one. It is going to go down, but managed to find 1 kill in the process. Kerem might just be able to cause a little bit more mischief over towards this B site. Finds the frag onto Niley and's going to fall back. Probably a smart choice, all things considered. And at the moment, LeMagicians just look like they're not sure how to break this defense that Bitpoint Academy are putting up at the moment. Exertion's looking to find something though. He inches his way out. Vex though might just spot him. And Exertion's actually creeping up quite far here. Manages to find one, but didn't take his time in the end, and that's going to cost him dearly. Vex going to be able to clean this up. In fact, Diggs is actually taking down Caruzi in the process there. Got really messy. Vex doing a really great job as a stand-in at the moment, but let's not take it away. Kerem's been absolutely fantastic for this academy side. One of the sole reasons why they're able to hold up such a good B defense. He's going to have to show us that right now as the entirety of LeMagicians are pushing. Surely he hears it. Takes a little bit of a shot, but not able to find anything, unfortunately, and that's going to mean that Bitpoint Academy are going to have to do a retake. They've got the weapon advantage here as Vex finds himself a really cheeky headshot, actually a wallbang in the end. That's just going to leave Tavish. Should be a quick round here for Bitpoint. It's going to be difficult for them to try and find anything here, but Tavish has got himself behind enemy lines at the moment. No one sees him. In fact, Milky does. Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win. 12-2 at the moment. Kerem going down really early on the B site, but the rest of his team able to back him up there and rotate over. Wasn't too bad that the fact that he was the only one on site, and I think they are probably just going to keep it that way as well. Bitpoint Academy at the moment just seem to have this absolutely locked down. Kerem though might just be in the role of causing, like I said, more mischief here at the moment. Dixie's looks like he's waiting for him as they seem to have an idea what he might be doing at the moment. That's not going to matter though, because Kerem's going to find it. He's going to escape with his life as well. He's sticking around for more. Finds himself Caruzi. Almost could have found himself Dixie's as well. Kerem's doing such a good job. Flash not fully working out for him though, as we head into a 3 versus 3. Josh needs to be careful at the moment. The Magicians have found a little kink in this defense. Exertion finds himself one, not able to take it any further. Tavish and Dixie's remaining for the LeMagicians side. Josh and Vex for Bitpoint Academy. Tavish is going to find himself surrounded in a moment. Josh in a really great position here to pick this player up if the timing goes well for him. Certainly will. Manages to find Dixie's. Tavish is going to be the last up. Doesn't spot him though. Vex versus Tavish. Tavish having such a fantastic round at the moment. 8 seconds remaining for him to get the bomb down at the moment. Vex chooses to play fast, but Tavish hearing the footsteps finds the frag in the end. LeMagicians picking up one more round before we go into the second half. 12-3 as we switch sides. It's going to be interesting to see the differences between sort of the LeMagicians setup and the Bitpoint Academy setup. If we see that sort of one-man mischief B play sort of thing that we've seen that Kerem sort of folded into, or are we going to? Looks like we might just see LeMagicians go for 2 holding on B. This is such an important pistol round. If LeMagicians are going to want to get back into this one, they need to win it. Suggest Academy might just run away with it. Exertion really unlucky not to find a frag there. As Bitpoint Academy going to pounce on that. It's looking more and more now that they are going to have complete A-site control at the moment. LeMagicians having to retake. Carusi and Niley left to try and get the job done. And you have to think it's probably just going to be a little bit too much. Carusi, last alive, yet to take any of these Bitpoint players down in pistol round. And unfortunately, might just find himself getting taken down by Milky. Out of ammo, pushing back, pressuring away from this site. And Alex going to find the frag in the end. Looks like map 1 at the moment is going definitely in the way of Bitpoint Academy. After this, we are going to be going on to cash. And if we need it, Inferno will be our decider. Looks like we are going to see a very similar setup to what Bitpoint Academy has going on at the moment. Niley filling the place of what Kerem did. It's going to be interesting to see if he can imitate the success of it though. A really crucial round for this pistol wielding LeMagician side at the moment. Seems like they are going to be attacked from both Ivy and drop Bitpoint. Still like they're making their mind up where they want to go at the moment. Looks like they are going to abandon that Ivy area. Vec's going to be the only one there at the moment, and to be fair to him, if he can crawl through it, he could find a little bit of success. Kerem finding himself one, and Vex has found himself behind at the moment. He's going to get taken down though. Josh remains free fire in the angle, manages to find the frag in the end. Josh and Milky, both with Galils, but so much to do. Checks the angle, but looks away at the last possible second, and that's going to give Tavish the opportunity to take him down. And Milky, low ammo, has to resort to his Glock. Looks like he might just go for the bump on here, maybe just for a tiny bit of extra money, but he's got a lot to do if he wants to try and finish this up with the Glock. And Tavish going to come through with the defuse, and that's going to give LeMagicians their 4th round. They're possibly still in this one. If you're just joining us, this is map number 1. I've seen Bitpoint Academy take a really convincing lead at the moment. 13 rounds to 4. We thought we were coming to the end of it, but LeMagicians just taking themselves quite an important round and completely changed the swing of things at the moment. As it's going to be LeMagicians who have got the weaponry advantage at the moment. Interesting here to see Dixie's as using the Nova. Oh, and in fact, Bitpoint Academy though, just walking onto the B side. Little to no resistance as Niley now having to do the cleanup, but the bomb's already down, so that means they are going to have to retake. Josh is going to be the last up. So they found themselves a plant, and maybe, just maybe, Josh could do something fantastic here. He's going to have to be careful though, because Carusi's watching it. And no, not the Nova. Dixie's going to find the frag in the end, unfortunately for Josh. The timing just not quite there for him to find that final frag. So 13-5. Dixie's still with the Nova. Needs to be careful though, because Bitpoint Academy have got themselves rifleless this time, and they are not a team to be messed with. Niley's going to find the first frag. LeMagicians with a slight advantage here. I'm really interested to see if Dixies is able to find anything here. Looks like we might just see Bitpoint Academy possibly just give this up. That being said, with the way that Vex pushes down Ivy really slow and behind these players, could possibly fall into the end of Dixie's barrel. It's not going to be though, as Bitpoint Academy starting to regroup a little bit as they tiptoe their way around towards B. It's going to be Tavish who's going to be first up to try and defend this. Some utility is going to get used at the moment for Academy. Molotov's just going to slow his push down just a little bit, but Kerem, the confidence just radiating off this guy at the moment. Brute forcing his way onto this B site, and looks like he's going to go find more frags now. Finds Dixie's, not able to find Exertion. He's going to go down, but that doesn't matter too much at the moment if you Bitpoint. Bomb is down, and the onus now is on LeMagicians to go for the retake here. Niley still with the Nova. Surely not. Manages to find Josh for the second round in a row with the Nova. Lots to do if they want to try and retake it. Alex to be the last alive on the defense here. That flash might just make it a little bit too tricky. The bomb going to get defused for the LeMagicians side. Not a terrible round for Bitpoint Academy. Look really strong there, but LeMagicians able to win some important angels. So 13 rounds to 6. We could be entering comeback territory soon. Just give away his position just a little bit. Smoke's going to be placed now and again, and Kerem possibly just spotting a player there. The P250. So much aggression going on at the moment, and Kerem's going to spot a couple of players. Might not be able to take anyone down though, as he's having to fall back again. So all of these Bitcoin Academy players are going down, but Kerem's just having an absolute blast of a game at the moment. Couldn't even find Uzi. Going to go down in the end though. LeMagicians taking yet another round as this game starts to look a little bit more competitive. Himself Josh by the means of Molotov and Tavish. Not Bitpoint Academy just yet. Kerem, really great game, and finds Dixies. Well, Divinity, if you're just checking back in the game again, Bitpoint Academy actually I think had this at about 13-2 at some point. So, really great start for Bitpoint Academy, but need to be careful now because LeMagicians possibly mounting some kind of comeback at the moment. Two really great players still up at the moment. Need to be careful though because Niley's going to be watching this. Just see the feet. Niley choosing to go for the Molotov instead of to maybe try and take out one of these players. Had the option to find a frag possibly there. He's going to give it up, but it's probably just going to be a little bit too difficult. Vex to be the last alive for Bitpoint Academy at the moment. The end steps going behind and almost just lining up for him, but in the end, unfortunately, that should be the bomb defused now for LeMagicians. There's 13 rounds to wait as the game just gets closer and closer at the moment. Bitpoint Academy yet to find much of a footing in this second half. 5 rounds in a row at the moment for LeMagicians. Some utility being used for Bitpoint Academy. Made some noise towards B, and that's forced a little bit of a rotation over. He should be able to pounce now on this A side. Kerem's going to find himself one. Goes down to 20 HP in the process. Needs to be careful as teammates start possibly getting in the way a little bit there. Kerem able to find himself one. Vex picking up the player. Josh swinging round from behind, and he's going to be able to take down Niley. Bitpoint Academy possibly back on top again. 14 rounds to wait. Bitpoint can taste map 1 at the moment. Getting so close. Frag coming out at the moment for Bitpoint Academy. Oh, there's FPS issues. Oh, it looks fine on my screen. I shall certainly check that out in the interim. I'll check the OBS settings because it might be on that end. But everything is looking normal from this end. But I'll certainly check it out for you, buddy. Thank you for raising that point. As Bitpoint Academy looking to get this one closed out at the moment. They have the man advantage here. LeMagicians double AWP set up at the moment. Be looking to defend this one. Niley going to be the only one up at the moment. Oh. Okay, that'll be FPS lag because something's just popped up on my screen. So, do apologise for that one. As it looks like we are going to see this play coming out now from Bitpoint Academy. Still going to be searching. I was just about to say he's able to find Josh, but he's not. He is going to go down in the end. Dixie's just spot the play, but doesn't find the shot. Instead, one of his teammates is going to be able to support him here. As should be able to find Exertion here. Oh, unfortunately, Kerem had the chance to get back into that one and not able to find the shots onto Exertion. He's going to take advantage of that one, finding the kill and subsequently the bomb defuse. Rounds to 9 in favour of Bitpoint Academy. It's so close for them at the moment. LeMagicians look like they are mounting some kind of counter attack to this one. They've come back into this game and it looked like a clean runaway for Bitpoint Academy. It's definitely game on at the moment. So close for Bitpoint Academy though if they want to try and take this one. Finds himself one. Somehow, for some reason, still that Molotov should be able to take him down. In fact, it's not even going to be needed. Bitpoint finding a foothold in this as we enter a 1 versus 3 at the moment. Bomb's still not down at the moment yet. We need to get that bomb down at the moment. Looking where Caruzi is. Should be getting taken down by Josh there. Almost giving him the chance to retaliate there. As Exertion and Niley gonna have to retake at the moment. Just in an Exertion. What are you doing? You've just taken out your teammate. 1 versus 3 for Exertion now. That nade's gonna bring him down even lower. And what is going on in this round? Exertion questions need to be asked there. What the thought process was. Who was he shooting at? Gets taken down in the end, and that is a gift of a round in the end for Academy. Might have taken it either way, but Exertion, I think he needs to get himself a Bitpoint picture. Match point for Bitpoint Academy on train. They've done so good. And now they've almost got it. Niley in a good spot, but not able to find the frag onto Kerem. That could have been an important one, as Carusi's going to get taken down really early on. Outside Milky. Major flank here, and Kerem's going to take out Niley in the end. Getting a little bit too aggressive. But Milky does have to be careful here. Tavish is waiting. Looks like we may just see some kind of B take. And I think now this may just be Bitpoint Academy walking onto B and walking onto map point. Walking onto the map even, as he's going to go down as well. And Tavish only has the CZ. Manages to find Milky, so that's a weapon in his hands. 1 versus 3, no kit. 2 flashbangs. Spot ALX. That's going to allow all the players' knowledge of where he is at the moment. I think that Molotov didn't quite go where he wanted it to go. Tavish, time is ticking if you want to try and stop Bitpoint Academy from taking this one. It's going to get taken down. Bitpoint Academy going to find map number 1. And now we're going to move into Cash, and if Bitpoint Academy can recreate this, keep going and follow that momentum, we might just see a 2-0 here. LeMagicians really going to have to start getting competitive at the moment. Unfortunately, mounting a little bit of a comeback, but in the end, Bitpoint Academy just showing why they're the better team at the moment. We are going to take a little bit of a break, mainly because it's about 1,000,000 degrees at the moment in England, so I'm just going to throw my face into a fan just for a couple of minutes as these players get set up and they take a break as well. We'll be back very, very soon, guys. Okay, we are underway now with Cash. Second map, if you're just joining us, Bitpoint Academy taking the first map on train. I think we should get right into this one at the moment. Really early on to the round actually. Tavish connect with Milky. Having a really passive hold on that A site. It's going to give Bitpoint Academy A site control, but they are down by a one player at the moment. That may just be a decisive factor in this pistol round as LeMagicians to regain control. Tavish finds himself. Alex going to clean him up though, and Carusi 4 HP, someone just needs to land one shot on him and he's going to go down. Surely not going to take this one. Carusi given way too much time there, but in the end gets shut down by Bitpoint. That's going to give them pistol and round number 1 on Cash. They've had such a good train, and if they can replicate that here, it could be over quite soon. LeMagicians need to have a really great map. That being said, I don't know the map picks, but it certainly would be, in my opinion, I think LeMagicians would have picked this one. I haven't been informed of them just yet, and already LeMagicians will find quite an early frag. Going in on this one already. Vex almost getting caught with the molly in his hand there. Exertion not able to connect any shots. Things taking a bit of a slow start at the moment. Niley having a bit of a passive hold towards mid. Could allow a player to move into vents, but Bitpoint Academy aren't going to do that just yet. It looks like they are going to dedicate themselves towards B. It's worth pointing out though that none of them have the bomb at the moment. Bitpoint Academy might just try an entry onto this B site. 38 seconds on the clock. I'm not sure if they're supposed to have left the bomb back there, but they don't have it. Gonna find a couple of frags here, and that's going to give them the advantage. But there's no bomb to put down at the moment. 20 seconds on the clock. Technically, all LeMagicians have to do at the moment is hide. Carusi going to be last alive. He's going to get over aggressive. Jump down, and he's going to go down in the end. Bitpoint Academy find the round, and really lucky to do so. Rule number one, if you're going to take a bomb site, bring the bomb with you. Obviously, unless you're faking, but it's quite helpful when there's 30 seconds left on the clock. That being said, won't matter too much at the moment for Bitpoint Academy. They can look back at that one later, as round number 3 is going to be up and under the way. Vex needs to be careful at the moment because he's going to get chased by a lot of USPs. That fire's going to do so much damage. Vex finds himself 2 frags with the UMP, finds another one with the Molotov, switches out to the pistol and finds himself an ace. And Vex just here for the practice. Well, and to help his team, but still, gotta be happy with that one. It's gonna give himself some confidence. Granted, it was against USPs, but nevertheless, always nice to get an ace and not give any of these players any kills, any weaponry. And Kerem getting a bit aggressive there, gets taken down in the end. Vex might just follow him through here, possibly choosing against it. Carusi, flashbang's going to be the death of him. He's going to go down as well. Niley wanted the immediate area at the moment as he spams through the smoke. Bomb goes down for Bitpoint Academy and LeMagicians now. Needs to start deciding what they want to do. None of them showing a kit at the moment. And Alex gonna clean up. Bitpoint Academy taking round number 4 and looking really strong at the moment. Bitpoint starting out this map, probably just saying more of the same, please, and that's what we're seeing so far. Really positive start at the moment for Bitpoint Academy. Is in fact going to be the first frag. He's going to get taken down though. Look at where Exertion is at the moment. If he was to make his way onto the B side, he's going to find himself behind people. Tavish finds himself one, almost able to find a second one, but not going to be able to in the end. Niley and Exertion going to be the last 2 up for their team. Both of these players' positions pretty well known at the moment. Niley gonna find himself getting pinned in Vex just to connect with. Surely not Exertion. Finds the frag, doesn't have the kit, but certainly should have the time. It's not a round you expect LeMagicians to win, but they're gonna find it in the end. Just looked really slow paced and casual the finish to that one. That being said, won't matter too much for LeMagicians since they're going to find their first round, and that's going to put them up on the board. We saw a good start coming out from Bitpoint Academy. At the moment, that's going to allow Carusi to find himself 2 frags. He's going to get taken down in the end though. Tavish not able to connect the shot onto Milky. His position's well known, does get taken down in the end. Exertion's going to find the frag, but that bomb's not on A, and Dixie's now is the one who has to worry somehow of not finding the kill onto Kerem. You didn't even see Kerem turn. Great connection there from him. Is going to get taken down in the end though, and LeMagicians are going to find the round. Not a clean one for them. The bomb was allowed to go down by Bitpoint Academy. They're going to pick up round number 2. 2 rounds to 4, and if you're just joining us in this fixture, it was Bitpoint Academy who's picked up the first map for us. If they can take this one, they're going to be knocking LeMagicians out of the competition. LeMagician, this is a must-win map for them. To move forward to Falk, and there's a lot to worry about for him. He needs to keep his eye on Squeaky. Manages to find one. Cruz is there to help him, but in the end, Exertion's going to go down, and Cruz's position's not going to get checked. Manages to find one. Vex unable to shut it down and not allowing him to get any more. Dixies and Niley going to be the ones to have to do the retake here at the moment. Vex goes on the search, looking for more frags at the moment. 13 and 2 on this guy at the moment. He's having an absolute flyer as a stand-in. Not going to find that one in the end, though. That's going to leave it all down to Milky. And this Bitpoint Academy place, he's going to go down. Dixies and Niley going to give LeMagicians their 3rd round.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Bitpoint Academy are going to be able to buy up. That being said, at the moment, LeMagicians probably just going to be looking now to even the scoreline. Get back into this one. Got a bit wobbly at the start. Bitpoint Academy taking 4 rounds in a row, but looks like LeMagicians might be able to match that with 4 of their own. Caruzi going to be holding on that A site. Only one player to look for is Dixie. Could get completely overrun here. Needs to be so careful. That Molotov's going to 9 seconds worth of time. Not enough in the end. LeMagicians now having to do a 4 versus 3 retake. Made that 3 versus 3 now as Bitpoint Academy looking quite strong on this hold at the moment. Needs to be careful. Alex, really great reaction to that one. Able to find Caruzi. And that's going to be LeMagicians giving up this side. Going to take round number 5 for them.
Terrorists win.
That's going to end LeMagicians' 3-round run. Rounds back on the board for Bitpoint Academy. So we are going to see a little bit of a pause coming in. I think just while we have this pause, I'm just going to flick it over to our other screen temporarily, just while I have a little look at this FPS issue, because I am actually seeing it in OBS now. So I do apologise about that one, guys. Okay, we are going to have to get back into this. Couldn't quite see as to why we were having that sudden frame issue. Just sort of looked quite strange. If we don't get another pause, I'll certainly have it sort of by the next fixture. As Chavish finding that frag quite early on there, as we are back into the swing of things once again. LeMagicians finding that early frag and that early round, that early man advantage. Dixie's really pushed up now. himself in quite a good position, but Niley's going to be able to take him down, and not looking too good at the moment for Bitpoint. Alex, last alive for the team now, as Bitpoint Academy unexpectedly and very quickly goes down. Alex to Carusi, just able to survive. He's going to get pushed now. He's going to find one onto Dixie's. Could find another one onto Carusi. Not going to be able to line up the shot though. And he's going to get his head taken off by Carusi in the end. So both of these teams at the moment just doing a little bit of probing, trying to find out, get a bit of information. Carusi's going to know that at least there's one Bitpoint Academy player in main at the moment. Little does he probably know the extent of what's going on. Vex the stand-in to be the more lurking player. Just see if I can find something at the moment. CZ for this guy at the moment. Still having quite a good game. 14 kills to 5 at the moment. As the rest of his team's going to come round and join him. Exertion though. He's going to find himself here in checkers. Josh probably wants to make use of that Molotov and get him out of this position. Be interesting to see if that happens as they all start pushing out now. And no one's going to check for it. Manages to find himself one frag. Dixie's is going to get taken down. Luckily there. Not able to quite get the timing well enough for Exertion to find any frags. And Bitpoint Academy are going to sign Ruzi and Niley have got so much to do at the moment. 1 versus 3. In fact, Niley manages to get a wallbang. Versus Vex at the moment. 1 versus 1. Bitpoint gonna walk away with another one. Four rounds to 6. Much closer than we've seen on train. As anyway, moving back into this round. Sorry about that, just reacting to something in Twitch chat. As Milky and Vex just effortlessly making their way through out mid. LeMagicians with a really passive hold at the moment, and that's just going to give Bitpoint Academy a free walk onto this A site. LeMagicians, probably smartly so, don't have the weapons to move with at the moment. They are going to have to act fairly quick though if they're going to want to try a retake. No kits on them at the moment. Bomb timer ticking away. It looks like we are just going to see LeMagicians just play some exit positions at the moment. Bitpoint Academy playing this one really well. Expecting the exits. They're just going to stay together as a team, and they're all going to get through to the next round with weapons. Not going to give anything to LeMagicians, and unfortunately for them, not getting anything out of that round. Four to 7, and LeMagicians still in a tricky pace eco-wise. 3 CZs coming out for them, 2 P250s. Bitpoint Academy might be looking for more of the same. We're going to see a little bit of utility placed by by the LeMagicians side. That's going to slow things down for Bitpoint Academy. We might not see them take A as fast this time, but it certainly looks like we are seeing something similar. Milky making his way up mid. Needs to be careful because Nile even looks like he might be able to peek him. He's going to get double peeked and he's going to go down. That should be a weapon now in the hands of Bitpoint, in LeMagicians, sorry, if they're able to find it. Frag's just going down left, right and centre at the moment. There's Vex able to find one. That's just going to leave Dixies now. 1 versus 3. Only a CZ to work with, and that shot's going to give away his position along with a little bit of footsteps. He's going to find the kill onto Vex, and subsequently an AK-47. Does have a kit and head armor. Needs to be so careful to the side of him though. Alex on highway finds the frag. Yet another round for Bitpoint Academy. Again executing towards the safe side. Josh able to find the frag through the smoke. Not sure if he saw a body part damage there. He's going to find the frag carrying him spotted through the smoke. Couple of shots found there onto Dixies. Nile, Dixies in exertion now with a lot to do, and it looks like they might just have to just play this one off for a save. Round 13 at the moment, so getting close to the midpoint of this game. Vex hunting, trying to find some more frags, and if he's looking for it, there was an opportunity there, but exertion, waiting for that. Josh, my advice to him would be just play this one back, keep your weapon, don't give them any more. Four rounds to 9 though. Bitpoint Academy taking a strong lead on this cache. Map number 2. They picked up map number 1 in this best of 3. LeMagicians getting dangerously close to not being part of this one anymore. And to be fair, at the moment, LeMagicians have hit A so many times at the moment. They might, Bitpoint have hit A so many times that they might not be ready for this B push. And I think exertion now is just trying to completely overrun. That's just going to give Bitpoint Academy B really smart play for him to choose this site after A so much. It's just exertion just completely overwhelmed. Oh, and did anyone just see that? I'll explain after that, but that was nuts. Okay, anyway, LeMagicians 3 versus 4 retake. As Caruzi's going to go down and Vex in a position to just completely thwart these players. They're going to struggle to save. Vex is going to go down though. That's just going to give Niley an opportunity to get away with an AK-47 here. 2 versus 1. Time's ticking away. Somehow there's a chance here in this one. Tavish able to just about find the defuse. I thought for a second there when I was watching that one, that was just going to be a LeMagician save, but somehow they've turned it into a round win out of nowhere. And one thing I will have done, I'll certainly have a look back on and clip, is there was a moment there on Heaven where a Molotov got thrown in and a player threw a flashbang and the Molotov bounced off the flashbang, I believe. I don't know if my eyes were deceiving me or if it actually went off a player, but nevertheless, looked really cool. Stix is going to find himself in vent really early on in the round. Oh, Caruzi. Gonna get hit through the door by Milky. He's going to find a few frags. Tavish surely sees Alex there. A little bit late. Fortunately for both players, though, none of them to go down. That being said, bomb towards the A site at the moment. May see something here just before we have a little thing, or just a question to chat. Are we still having an FPS issue at the moment? Because I'm seeing it in OBS. It's Bitpoint Academy now going to start making their way onto this A site. Carusi and Tavish going to be the first responders to this one. Tavish finds himself one frag. He's going to get taken down by Alex, but Carusi's still on site in quad. That's going to finish the first half up. LeMagicians finding that final round, but Bitpoint Academy still with a 3-round lead. 6-9 going into the second half. Underway once again. Second half of this one, Bitpoint Academy picking up the first map and not too far away from taking the series. Gonna hear Squeaky open. Exertion makes his way out, and the chance for him to find a few here. Finds himself one. Unfortunately gets taken down for LeMagician's point of view, and 3 versus 1 now. Kerem, we know what this guy can do though. He's had a really great performance on train. Not been able to find his way quite into it just yet. He's going to get taken down by Niley though. LeMagicians, that's quite an important round for them and could well even things up quite a lot. LeMagicians making their way into A main at the moment. Could see some aggression here coming out from Bitpoint. 3 of them all stacked up. Flashbang comes out. LeMagicians were expecting it though. Josh not quite able to find that frag in the end though. 3 versus 3, so no one really with the advantage at the moment. Alex has been able to salvage a Galil out of the exchange. The LeMagicians are going to have a free walk onto B side now. And that means that we're going to have to see Bitpoint Academy do a retake at the moment.
Bomb has been planted.
Josh, the only player to have any armor at the moment, is currently holding the deagle. Could be looking to find someone here. He is able to find one. It's going to be LeMagicians to clean up in the end. 8-9. Just need to find themselves this next round, and we are very much well and truly game on. And well, LeMagicians, a free gift of a free bomb site. They're going to be able to get bomb down onto B now. That's going to let these Bitpoint players know what's going on at the moment. 4 USPs and 1 CZ. So it looks like they may just stay on the A site and just try and play off LeMagician's aggression if they decide to go for them. The round's theirs now for LeMagicians, so the main thing now is just to try and save these weapons. Niley might just want to try and play this one safe. Tavish is nearby to try and stop this from going any further. But it's Carusi who's going to find the frag in the end. be so careful here. Might actually go down in the end. Plays it safe though. LeMagicians gonna get away scot-free with that one. 9-9 as we enter a bit of a normal buy round at the moment, but we are well and truly game on. Magicians playing really fast at the moment. Way to check us, but they need to be careful because Kerem's found himself boosted up in towards vent. One of these players wants to make the way into checkers. I've got something coming to them. Kerem, if he peeks this, he could have found something there. And Karuz needs to be ever so careful at the moment. Don't think he quite realised how precautious that situation was for him. So he looks to pick up. Maybe not. Okay. Yeah, there he is. He looks to pick up the bomb for his side. Maybe just wants to go and meet them over towards A at the moment. 2 Bitpoint players are placed on B at the moment. Certainly does bomb joining the rest of this LeMagicians roster. Josh is going to be the first to go down. Followed by Milky Niley to also get traded down in the exchange. Alex is going to go down as well. 2 versus 3. LeMagicians with a bit of a man advantage. Kerem and Vex to retake. LeMagicians now find their 10th round. Yeah, so I am aware of the FPS issue. If we do go to a third map, I will have it resolved for then. The game itself is running quite fine. It is simply just some kind of bug in OBS. The stream is running at 60 FPS, but just for whatever reason, something's not going quite right. So if we do go to a third map, I will certainly get that sorted out for you guys. The stream may just go down temporarily while I get that sorted out. That being said, there's bigger things going on at the moment. LeMagicians found complete highway control. Josh, though, able to find the frag, and Bitpoint Academy taking a really unusual lead here. Josh maybe getting a little bit whereabouts these players. Tavish able to do damage, but finding nothing more. He's going to go down. And Exertion and Karuzi will be able to find this B site. But there's 4 Bitpoint players they need to watch out for. Josh as well with the AK-47. It's actually quite strange when he's not looking to try and maybe give that to a different player. 40 HP on him with that AK-47. Maybe better in the hands of ALX. Said Exertion needs to be so careful here. Finds himself 2 in that fray. Had the option to get 3. Not able to handle the spray and able to get both in the end. And that's going to be Bitpoint taking that round.
Counter-terrorists win.
Ten to 10 at the moment. You couldn't ask for a closer game. Kerem's going to be the only one for Bitpoint on B side at the moment to defend this push, and if LeMagicians play this fast, it could be a little tricky. Kerem finds 1, Kerem finds 2. That's... I thought that was going to be number 3, flicking around. Needs to be careful because Exertion's found his way onto the B side, and it's his turn for a little bit of heroics at the moment. 4 players for him to find, and a bomb to manage to pick up and plan. Odds definitely not with him at the moment. He's making his way around. Vex not able to find them. So many angles for him to pay attention to, and they all get peaked at the same time. Exertion's going to go down. Bitpoint Academy are going to take the lead. 11 to 10. Round 22. Bitpoint getting closer to the goal of their 2-0. Really unexpected for LeMagicians. They've been so strong against some teams. But so far, Bitpoint Academy just seem to be putting it on a bit of an extra level. It's not been a terrible map for LeMagicians. They've managed to keep this one very competitive, very close. Josh has managed to find his way behind enemy lines at the moment. He's just so careful. He's found one onto Dixie's. Doing damage from within at the moment. 3 versus 3 as Bitpoint Academy are going to be retaken. Josh finds Niley as that flash really doesn't work, and he's going to find another one onto Cruzy. Exertion's going to be the last up for his side as he hooks the smoke. He's not going to be able to find Kerem. That's going to give his position away, and Bitpoint Academy expertly finding yet another round to add to the board. To 12 as LeMagicians on a force at the moment. Surgeon manages to do a little bit of damage, and Caruzi's going to finish that one up for him with the AK-47. 2 Bitpoint players are going to go down there in the end as Tavish. That's more damage to Bitpoint. 2 players left at the moment, ALX and Kerem. Looks like they may just choose to concede this round as Bomb's going to go down in the end. Looks like we may just see quite an uneventful ending to this round. Both ALX and Kerem look like they'll be able to bring these weapons into the next round. The time's just not going to be there for Dixis to exact anything there. Gonna see those weapons get saved over to the next round, but LeMagicians add another round onto the board, keeping it sort of level. Bitpoint Academy still with that 1 round lead. They're going to want to win this one. Try and put a little bit of distance between these two. Not let LeMagicians get back into it. That fire expertly placed. That's going to do a lot of damage to Dixie. He's down to 44 HP at the moment. And that flash is going to come in, and that's Bitpoint Academy. They're going to take control of A main at the moment. Smoke's going to limit them in what they can do. Caruzi is getting aggressive onto B at the moment. I think we are going to see LeMagicians start making their way towards B. They're aware that someone is very much going to be in A main. That player's going to be Vex, but LeMagicians don't know how passively he's holding it as they've moved their way around to B. As Milky goes down, he's going to leave Kerem on his own. Just an AWP, a 9 HP. He's going to go down. ALX and Josh, and once again, these Bitpoint players have got a decision to make now, and that decision's going to be to bring these weapons through to the next round as they make their way back towards the A site. LeMagicians are going to make this one even once again. And yes, the stream has got an FPS issue. It's to do with OBS, but I would rather keep the stream going. Ooh, in fact, we could see something happen here. As ALX is going to get pushed. Dixis could find himself the AWP. There are more players, but look at where Josh is boosted up at the moment. Does he truly see the legs? There we go, Josh. Finds the frag in the end. And yeah, in terms of the Caruzi, actually, just as I look away from the screen, manages to find both of these Bitpoint players, and that's going to exact a little bit of damage. Yeah, in terms of the FPS, I'm aware it's an OBS issue. However, it's a case of I could bring the stream down, attempt to fix it, but you could miss some extremely crucial rounds, and that's something I'd like to avoid if possible. So I am just going to keep it going, and what I've said is if it does go to a third map, I'll have that fixed and sorted for that next map. I do strongly apologise to both teams that do have this FPS issue as Dixie's manages to please be careful because there's more players pushing forward. Niley going to be the next to have a go. Kerem last alive. CZ 13 HP. Surely going to go down and does in the end. Exertion's going to be the one to find it. LeMagicians find their 13th round, 13-12. Both of these teams taking round after round, and they're going to pull each other, I think, to the very end. I think this is definitely going to end up being a 16-14. If you know, in my opinion, if one round's going to win it, it might go even further than that. Who knows? Exertion's going to be the first one to play aggressive at the moment. Loving the position of Vex at the moment. Could catch a player off guard as he jumps away. Finds himself in the nose position and Alien, he's going to find that one. LeMagicians look so strong. Managing to pick up rounds, but this one, you've got to say, doesn't look like they're going to find it. Tavish and Carusi. He's going to see the player of Alex and needs to be ever so careful now. Both of those players surely must have spotted each other. Bomb line on the floor, yet to be picked up. Just under B site. As Tavish now starts creeping his way around. Possibly looking for Vex. Does see the player and finds the frag. 40 seconds on the clock. No smoke to plug this gap, but Alex has flashed. Tavish doesn't know this. So much to find, so much to do for these two players. That flash comes in. Tavish is going to be searching. He's going to find one. There's a second for him to find on Milky, and now it's all on Josh. Everything's changed, but Josh just about salvaging the round for his team. 13-13. A well level once again. For LeMagicians, that's a horror round. Both of those players stacking up just nicely for Josh. He'll have no complaints. Round number 27. 13-13. Bitpoint Academy just need to win this map to secure safety into the next round. LeMagicians trying to push us to a decider. Trying to push us to a third map. Tavish already down to 12 HP. Has been spotted out. Exertion's going to find the frag and it's going to signal a little bit of a push, but it looks a bit messy at the moment from LeMagicians. No one's checking for Vex as he finds himself too. He's going to get taken down in the end. Dixie's also able to find Dosh. It's a 3 versus 2, but both Dixies and Tavish are low. This is definitely possible for Alex and Kerem. 3 to find and a bomb to defuse. Alex has the kit. Just going to slow things down even more. Kerem's going to be searching for Tavish. He's not going to find the frag. That's going to make things all the more difficult. LeMagicians bringing us up to 14, and I really couldn't tell you who's going to be able to take this game at the moment. It just seems to be one round for one team and then one round for the other. But Bitpoint's economy is not looking good at the moment. Having to force some pistols, try and keep themselves in this one. Not wanting LeMagicians to head up to 15 rounds and match point. They're going to have to do something special here, I think, if they are going to try and stop LeMagicians this round. Might just see one of them boost over. Oh, Alex making a little bit of noise. A little bit unfortunate. this now. Alex gonna find both of them. A really great play coming out from Bitpoint Academy, and that's given them such a great chance in this round. Tavish and Carusi remaining. I thought when they made that little bit of a noise, it'd give the position away. Tavish is gonna find one. That's gonna bring it back into a 2 versus 4. Tavish finding the frag while flashed. Would you believe it? Look at where Kerem is. If he can play this fast and if he can be quick, he could find these players in a really vulnerable spot. Just find Tavish. Not able to find the frag though, but that's going to bring him down to just 2 HP. So unlucky for him to not find the frag in the end. They're going to start making their way round to the B site. And that's going to be a free plant for them. So Josh and Alex going to have to be on the retake here. Two versus 2 in what is such a crucial round. Tavish is in a good position here, but on low HP. He's not taking any damage, and damage he's going to take. He's going to go down 2 versus 1. Carusi's going to go down, and Bitpoint Academy are going to bring this back to 14-14 as he knifes his teammate Alex. Not sure he meant to, but they're not going to care too much. Managing to salvage the round, and just like I said previously, round for round, it's just changing. Definitely interesting to see the direction this one goes. 14-14. Josh is going to find himself boosted up, but Milky's made a lot of noise. So possibly Tavish aware of this at the moment. Need to be ever so careful though, because if they're not aware of where Josh is and no one checks it, he could go absolutely ham on these LeMagicians players. 50 seconds remaining. As Carusi makes a little bit of a play. He's going to find one, but we're going to see that A-push come out. No one checks for Josh. He's going to find one frag, but he's going to get taken down in the end. Dixie's and Carusi, and that play that Carusi's made on B is not going to matter too much because the bomb is down. And by down, I mean it's unclaimed, just sitting on the A site. Kerem's going to start making his way around, and if he can just makes a little bit of noise, that's going to give away one position. So LeMagicians aware of at least where one player is. It's all on Dixie's now. Bitpoint Academy going to find themselves in match point, and as well series points going to go to them. LeMagicians have a Mac 10, CZ, Deagle, 2 Deagles, in fact 3 Deagles in fact to work with, and these weapons are going to be the weapons that they're going to hope are going to try and keep them in this tournament. Bitpoint Academy, series point, match point coming in now. So much of the line for as Alex finds one, finds himself 2 in fact through the smoke. He's going to find even more, almost finds 4 in fact in Tavish. Deagle and a dream. If he's going to want to try and keep his side in this, he's got so much to do. Finds himself Josh, but it's only a matter of time as he goes down. Bitpoint Academy going to advance in the competition. Good games coming out all around there. And unfortunately for LeMagicians, that's going to be the end of the road for them. What a close game that was. And I really do apologise for all the viewers in both of the teams that we did have a bit of an FPS problem. That will be fixed for future games, so I very much do apologise about that one. That being said, it was an absolutely fantastic game to watch, such a close game, and unfortunately for LeMagicians, they will be exiting the tournament. But for Bitpoint Academy, even with the standing looking ever so strong, and I think they've got a chance to go really far. And hopefully we'll get to see one of the matches that I've been anticipating since the start of the tournament, which is an academy team going up against a main team. That's like my mini dream at the moment. So hopefully we do get to see something like that, and we see a very successful Bitpoint and Bitpoint Academy roster. That being said, that is going to be all for today. Do hope you join us for future streams. I will pop a link to my Twitter in the description. What will be a YouTube video into the channel comments. So please check that out if you have enjoyed the casting. Like I said, once again, do apologise for the FPS issues. They will be looked into and they will be resolved for future streams and future casts, both on this channel and others that I cast for. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you soon.